Alright everyone, we've all been there. You want to draw that sick sports car. Low, sleek, speeding into the distance, but it ends up looking like a slightly depressed toaster on wheels. Why? Because cars are basically complicated boxes, and we forget the perspective rules. Today, we fix that. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to draw a car using two-point perspective. This is the perspective that gives your vehicle depth and drama, making it look like it's actually sitting in 3D space, not floating on your paper. The goal? No more toaster cars. Let's get started by laying down the most important line. First, your horizon line. I like to keep mine low, maybe a third of the way up the page. Why low? Because it makes the car look bigger, tougher, and more imposing, like it's about to peel out right over your head. Now the two stars of the show, your vanishing point 1 and your vanishing point 2, wide apart on the horizon line. We're getting that wide-angle cinematic feel. Next, find your closest corner. Draw straight construction lines, we call them orthogonal lines, back to vanishing point 1 and straight back to vanishing point 2. What you have now is the world's simplest, most boring box, but it's a perfectly receding box. This is the chassis frame. Now let's turn that boring box into something with style. Decide the total length of your car and draw lines defining the front bumper and the rear bumper, again making sure they line up perfectly with their respective vanishing points. Okay, let's add the roof and the windows. The trickiest part. Cars aren't perfect rectangles, they slope. Find the center of the car's length. Now draw a new, smaller box on top of the main frame. The top line of this smaller box represents the roof, and the base of it represents where the windshield starts. Remember, every single line defining the roof's slope still has to point toward one of your two vanishing points. So, the bottom of the windshield points to vanishing point 1, and the top of the roof points to vanishing point 2. This is where your car gains its sleek silhouette. Time for the wheels that either sells the perspective or crashes the car. And in perspective, circles become ellipses. They are flat ovals. The trick there is that the wheels furthest away from you must appear thinner than the wheels closer to you. This is the visual magic of foreshortening. Draw your front fender opening first, a flat curve. Now put your ellipse inside it. For the back wheel, notice how it's further down the car, meaning it's closer to the horizon line. Therefore, that rear ellipse will look slightly flatter and slightly smaller than the front one. Once the wheels are right, the car locks into the ground. Go ahead and start rounding off those harsh corners. Smooth the roof into the fender over the wheels. Use a nice, heavy, confident line. We are in the home stretch. Add in the details that sell the car. The headlights must also follow the direction of the vanishing points, the side mirrors. Every single edge, no matter how small, is governed by those two simple points on the horizon line. Finally, don't forget that if the sun is hitting the roof, the entire underside and the wheel wells should be thrown into deep, dark shadow. This adds the weight and contrast that makes the car look real. And there you have it. From a simple receding box to a dynamic two-point perspective. No more depressed toasters. You've mastered the angles. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and subscribe for more deep dives into drawing techniques. Now, go draw a whole parking lot.